This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Bilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. A no-swim advisory remains in effect tonight for Palmasola Beach South in Bradenton. Water samples recently tested came back with a high level of bacteria. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us now with more on this. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, folks have not been able to swim there for at least a week now. There's hope that will soon change. For Bradenton resident Ruben Robles and his girlfriend, they were having a great time kicking around a soccer ball on the beach at Palmasola South. Activity on the beach is okay right now, but in the water, it's a whole other story. More than a week ago, a no-swim advisory was issued for the beach because of elevated levels of Enterococcus bacteria. This type of bacteria is usually found in the intestinal tracts of animals and humans.
There's no reason for me to go and deny what these people say to hop in this water. If they're saying not swimming in it, definitely not going to go swimming in it.
On the surface, this water looks just fine, but for the time being, there are problems with it. Health officials are hopeful folks will be able to swim in these waters again very soon. Health officials say water at the beaches in Manatee County are constantly tested. Because of the presence of this bacteria, contact with this water can pose health problems to humans.
Gastrointestinal disease, vomiting, nausea, diarrhea.
David, who is visiting from Maryland, was taking a nice walk on the beach with his dog. He was shocked to hear the shape the water was in just inches from him and his canine friend.
I wasn't aware of it, but it's good to know, especially with dogs wanting to go out in the water.
And this no swim advisory could be lifted as soon as tomorrow, depending on the test results. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. New developments surrounding a former Sarasota County Sheriff's deputy accused of attempted murder. But in a surprise twist, after a bond hearing, 11 additional charges were filed against Bybee. They include hacking into the email account of his alleged 79-year-old victim and making multiple unauthorized ATM withdrawals from the victim's account. In this surveillance video released by the sheriff's office, Bybee can be seen making what is believed to be one of those withdrawals. Still, Bybee's attorney says the facts of this case are not what they appear to be.
I think the sheriff's office always thinks they have a pretty solid case or they wouldn't make an arrest. That's what a jury's for, and the jury will hear all the evidence in the long run, and the jury will make that determination. It's not what I think, it's not what the state thinks, it's what the jury thinks, and that's why I'm so thankful to the system that we have.
Frank Bybee's bond has been set at about $380,000. An internal investigation also revealed Bybee maintained a relationship with a different woman and accepted more than $100,000 for performing sexual acts, allegedly, according to the sheriff's office. State regulators are approving another rate hike for Florida Power and Light. The Florida Public Service Commission approved a $318 million request by FPL today. The money will be used to cover storm-related damage from Hurricane Matthew. It will replenish the company's storm fund. The rate hike will add $3.36 a month to the average residential bill. The increase will start showing up on March bills and will remain in place for a year. And now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob.
Lots of damage tonight as a result of a storm and a tornado that blew up across Louisiana, specifically near New Orleans. We'll show you that in a little bit, but those storms that produced all that rough weather are heading in our direction. The good news is they are weakening as they make their way in our general direction. Right now, very strong storms still out there in the Gulf of Mexico. They've downed trees into Tallahassee, also near Gainesville. I had some hail reported there, as long as frequent lightning strikes, too. You can see that quite clearly. What's happening, though, is that the energy associated with this system is moving east. It's not dropping south. This is not a cold front, but it is an outflow boundary, which is still very active at this hour. There are no watches, no warnings. There was a severe thunderstorm watch just about a half hour ago for portions of north central Florida. That has since expired. That's good news, indicating that the storms are weakening as they make their way to the south. Right now, not nearly as much lightning strikes, still about 60 miles northwest of our area. As far as the timing goes, it looks like it could be near us around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You can see it's approaching Pinellas County at this point. This is one forecast model showing that system heading down into our area, very weak at 3 a.m. Just some showers. There could still be some isolated thunderstorms, but it doesn't appear that we're going to see anything too strong. Well, more on this coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Law enforcement has promised to bring justice to a pair suspected of being responsible for a murderous rampage that spanned 2 states and left 3 women dead and a 4th wounded. ABC's Lana Zach has been following the latest in this developing story.
Police in Troup County, Georgia moved in on William Billy Boyette, wanted for murder, and Mary Rice, believed to be his accomplice. Earlier, police in Florida issued this warning to the pair.
Mr. Boyette, there are two places you can end up, prison or a cemetery. The choice is yours.
She was apprehended. He chose the latter, shooting himself as the SWAT team moved in.
As Miss Rice was allowed to surrender by Boyette, and then Boyette, succumbed to a gunshot wound, he took his own life.
Initially, police were not clear on Rice's role, hostage or accomplice.
The video in Walmart, she was away from him shopping, and then she went back to him, in the parking lot. So, yeah, she's a willing participant.
Police say the killing spree started with a former girlfriend of Boyette, 30-year-old Alicia Greer, a mother of three, killed alongside 39-year-old Jacqueline Jeanette Moore in Florida. And then the sheriff's office says the connection to the victims appears to end. The third woman, 52-year-old Peggy Brose, murdered in Alabama. The fourth, Kayla Crocker in Florida, is in critical condition.
We're praying that she recovers. But what's normal now? And there will never be a return to normalcy. These families, their lives were changed forever.
Lana Zach, ABC News, New York.
Red light cameras will stay in the state of Florida for now. The Senate Transportation Committee rejected the idea to ban the cameras in Florida with a tie vote. Today's vote came down to one of the Senate's smallest committees. 2 members voted in favor of banning the cameras. 2 are against the proposal. Opponents of red light cameras in the state say the technology has become a new revenue source for local governments and red light camera companies instead of something that is to be used for public safety. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, after a tough fight from Democrats, Betsy DeVos is confirmed as Education Secretary and sworn in. And why some who were at the Pulse nightclub when it was shot up are upset about some of the aspects of the One Orlando Fund.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Crode. It's Tuesday, February 7th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $25 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold Mega Ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 28. That's followed by 37. Up next, we have 23. That's followed by 71. And your final white ball for this Tuesday evening is 56. Now for the Mega Ball. Tonight's Mega Ball number is 12. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 28, 37, 23, 71, 56, and the gold Mega Ball is 12. If no one matches all 6 numbers, Friday's jackpot could be $30 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
We are going to build a great society where no man or woman are the victim of fear or poverty or hatred, where every man and woman has a chance for fulfillment and prosperity and hope.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Bob, I noticed the wind was starting to pick up.
Yes, whenever the wind is strong here, especially out of the south, usually means severe weather somewhere in the southeast United States. And we saw that earlier tonight and today as well. Get a look at this video. This is a tornado coming through, a wedge tornado at that, doing considerable damage right there near New Orleans, tossing some trucks around and cars and ripping roofs off structures there. Numerous homes damaged as a result of this tornado, which appears to be an EF3. We'll find out more tomorrow on that. And that's the result of some energy, not really a cold front, but a strong low pressure area in the upper level of the atmosphere is just spinning on by, and just enough warmth and moisture in the atmosphere to kick off that very, very impressive looking tornado right there, as you see, which did cause lots of damage, but there haven't been any reports of injuries with that specific tornado. So there were 5 separate tornado warnings in Louisiana earlier today, and then those have since moved on toward North Florida, and luckily they are weakening now. As far as the Van Ways webcam, beautiful sunset tonight. This isn't all that beautiful for north central Florida right now. Some trees down, also power lines down, and some small hail reported with some of these cells as they work their way to the southeast. The biggest part of the energy with the storm, though, is going to pass to the north of us and to the east as it tracks off into the Atlantic. But the outflow and the momentum of the storms that were around earlier really creating a rather intense line of showers and storms just to the north of Pinellas County right now. As I mentioned, Gainesville hit hard. I-75, tough driving earlier tonight, and not nearly as much lightning, but still the system, the heaviest rain about 50 miles northwest of Anna Maria Island at this point. It's dropping to the south at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. So you get the picture. It's not going to be until 3 a.m. And by that time, most of this momentum will be used up with the previous storm. So we're not anticipating anything too rough as it makes its way through into the early morning hours. Now, there could be a little rumble of thunder. There could be some breezy conditions, but it doesn't appear we're going to see winds up to 60 miles an hour. We won't see that here, it doesn't look like, as the system will be weakening, continue to weaken over the next several hours. But I still think we'll have enough energy with it and enough momentum to reach our area sometime around, as I said, after 2 a.m. Now, currently we have fair skies. One thing we will see, too, is the potential for some sea fog to roll in, and that could be rather thick along the coastal locations. The humidity now way up there, 90%. It's warm, it's muggy. Winds are out of the south at 14. The high today, just 4 degrees shy of the record high of 84. It got up to 80 degrees at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. And zip on the rainfall, we could use a little bit. We may get some, especially into Manatee County and North Sarasota counties. As far as temperatures go, it's really dropped in Tallahassee down to 59 there. They had some big storms about 3 hours ago flaring up there and causing some trees to be uprooted as a result of the strong winds. Temperatures near the coast, low 70s. That's summer-like. Mid-60s inland. And this is showing that little piece of energy. This is one forecast model. You'll see it spin off toward the east. And this is, you can tell it's been initialized not all that great because it's showing the storms that are now down to our area, up to the Big Bend area. So it's off a little bit. I don't trust it that much. I do trust this one, though. This is the cold front coming through on Thursday morning over the Panhandle and eventually bringing us a slight chance for a few morning showers here and then clearing and turning cooler on in through, it looks like, Thursday evening and into Friday. So expect some slightly cooler temperatures to work their way in across our region beginning late Thursday afternoon and continuing into Friday. Well, temperatures, the big Arctic drop is starting to take place over the northern plain states. You can see that quite clearly with 16 in Minneapolis. It's 3 in Billings, but much warmer as you head to the east. Washington at 60 degrees. It's 54 in Cleveland. Atlanta 56 degrees now and 37 in Albuquerque. For boaters, sea fog lightly tomorrow morning. And again, I think on Thursday morning, we'll see that fog around. Winds will be out of the south at 10 knots. Seas will be 2 feet with a light chop. on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now warm, 69 degrees. And we're expecting the fog to burn off, at least in most locations. It could hang around near the coast throughout midday. A low tide upcoming, 5:46. A high tide will be at 12:29 and sunrise at 7:12. So tonight, overnight fog, some scattered storms possible, nothing severe, 65 for your low, so a warm night. And then tomorrow, look for the fog to be around, then partly cloudy, a slight chance for a few showers. High still warm, mid to upper 70s expected, and the extended forecast is calling for a 30% chance for showers, mainly in the morning on Thursday, then turning breezy and cooler in the afternoon. And we'll see that cool day one day on Friday, and then we warm as it has been all winter long, it seems like, back above average for the weekend. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. A historic tie-breaking vote by Vice President Mike Pence today. The 51-50 vote confirmed Betsy DeVos as the next education secretary after the Senate was evenly divided over President Trump's controversial pick. Pence administered the oath of office and said his confirmation vote earlier in the day was, quote, the easiest vote I ever cast. Senate Democrats debated through the night Monday, hoping to lure away another Republican vote. But Senate Republican leaders succeeded in delivering a victory to Trump in his toughest confirmation battle yet. Tonight, federal judges heard arguments to determine whether to lift the injunction on President Trump's travel ban, with the president acknowledging that this fight could go to the Supreme Court. ABC's Danya Backus reports.
President Trump's controversial immigration crackdown playing out in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals.
It's overbroad and should be immediately stayed. First of all, limiting the order in that way would not address all the harm.
Earlier today, President Trump saying this legal battle could go all the way to the Supreme Court.
We're going to take it through the system. It's very important. It's very important for the country.
And in his first appearance as Secretary of Homeland Security, John Kelly saying he should have delayed the order's rollout so that members of Congress could be prepared. But he defended the ban, saying someone trying to harm the U.S. could come in while the order is halted.
But you don't have any proof at this point?
Not until the boom.
Not until what?
Not until they act and blow something up or go into a mall and kill people.
Opposing the president, nearly 100 top tech companies and attorneys general from 15 states and the District of Columbia. The three judges are expected to make a ruling sometime this week. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A feud between Governor Rick Scott and GOP House Speaker Richard Corcoran over government spending is quickly escalating. Governor Scott lashed out at Corcoran, saying he and other House Republicans know nothing about having to struggle for a job or how to run a business. The feud centers around a House plan to eliminate all state money for tourism marketing and money to lure companies to relocate to the state. Governor Scott also added that Corcoran is angling for higher office. He has been mentioned as a potential candidate for governor. Restrictions on selling or transferring stores without the approval of national chains would be lifted for new owners of franchise businesses in Florida. That new measure drew quick opposition after being filed today. The proposal also seeks to make it harder to terminate or refuse to renew contracts with franchise owners. During a news conference at the Capitol, bill supporters called the proposal, quote, basic protections for small family businesses.
We need to make sure that that family that invests their life savings, that very frequently has their spouse and their children working there, that over many years has contributed to the community, to their civic organizations, cannot have all of that work yanked away from them at the last minute without any kind of recourse.
The measure would only apply to people who receive franchises after the law goes into effect. The bill will be considered during the 2017 legislative session that starts on March 7th. Some people present at the Pulse nightclub on the night of the deadly shooting are upset that they aren't receiving any money from the One Orlando Fund. Patrons are only eligible if they were inside the club at the time of the shooting. Those men and women will receive a portion of the $29.5 million that victims raised for victims in that compensation fund. One couple says they were in the Pulse nightclub parking lot at the time of the attack, therefore they will not receive any money. The couple says they are both traumatized by the attack. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's what someone paid us to do tonight. Would you be willing to walk over a bed, not of coals, but of Legos?
The official salon of ABC7.
along.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Lightning ended their losing streak over the weekend with a win over the Anaheim Ducks on Saturday. Tonight, the Bolts looking to continue their winning streak at home against the Los Angeles Kings. During the first period, Jonathan Drouin takes it all the way by himself for the goal. It is his 16th of the season and gives the Lightning an early lead. In the second, Nikita Kucherov gets the long pass ahead as he shoots and scores his 20th of the season. The Lightning are on a roll. Gabriel Dumont with the shot and scores his first goal of the season. With 2 minutes to go in the second period, Braden Coburn gets his 21st of the season. Then finally, in the third period, the Bolts get another goal just for good measure. The Lightning make it all the way to the final buzzer without letting the Kings get on the scoreboard. Final score 5-0, a shutout. The Bolts will travel to Minnesota to take on the Wild on Friday. After 37 years, an Olympic icon is being removed from its place of honor in Lake Placid. The scoreboard over the Lake Placid Olympic Center is the same one that was there during the Miracle on Ice Olympic hockey game. That's when the U.S. men's hockey team defeated the former Soviet Union team during the 1980 Winter Olympics. Crews are replacing the board today. Panels of that scoreboard will go to the Lake Placid Olympic Museum. A new state-of-the-art video board will take its place. The New England Patriots celebrated their Super Bowl victory with a parade through the streets of Boston. They carried the Lombardi Trophy on a float, showing it off to all the fans who showed up in freezing rain to celebrate the team's victory over the Atlanta Falcons. A fantastic comeback story. Super Bowl 51 started halftime with the Falcons leading the Patriots 28-3. But New England rallied during the second half and forced the game into overtime, which was a Super Bowl first. This marks the 5th time the Patriots have won the NFL championship game. The Falcons still recovering from that very tough loss. For now, they're looking ahead to next season. Steve Sarkisian will fill the offensive coordinator gap left by Kyle Shanahan. He's leaving to coach the San Francisco 49ers. Falcons head coach Dan Quinn made the announcement during a press conference today, where he also discussed what the team is learning from Sunday's game.
I told them about their effort and that connection they have for one another. The second part in was some lessons, not just from the game, but from the season. And the first one I talked about was that our brotherhood is real. And when it goes to where you're playing something bigger than yourself, some really cool things can take place.
The football fun returns in exactly 7 months from today. The 2017 NFL season will start on September 7th. We'll be here before you know it. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's lotto numbers straight ahead.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
We are going to build a great society where no man or woman are the victim of fear or poverty or hatred, where every man and woman has a chance for fulfillment and prosperity and hope.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. It takes somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible, and oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
A huge audience came out to the Neal Performing Arts Center at the State College of Florida to listen to one of the most popular authors of our time. Nicholas Sparks, who's written a number of best-selling books, including The Notebook, talked about his life story and took questions from the audience. This event was raising money for the Manatee County Public Library System and their new I Am a Lifelong Learner literacy program.
It's great. Everybody is having such a good time. Really excited. It's fun to have a celebrity here to get to see.
Nicholas Sparks has sold more than 80 million books, and many of his books have been turned into movies. The Manatee County Library Foundation is hoping to raise $250,000 for their literacy program. Wonderful cause. Great author.
Yeah, a lot of
The
page
books-
turners.
Right. Yeah, that's what they are. I mean, they're all kind of have that similar romantic thing,
Right,
and you
right,
think,
right.
I'm not going to get sucked into this, and then you're just,
Keeps you up.
Yep.
Hopefully, storms won't keep you up tonight. There's a chance for a few isolated thunderstorms, but for the most part, it should not be anything too rough. We can handle it. And then a slight chance for showers again on Thursday.
All right. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow.